Today we salute our ancestors born in the late 1700s and the early 1800s that made up the African American communities within Duplin County, North Carolina. Names such as Friday Pickett, born around 1811, who married Marina Hall and had 11 children raised around the Hallsville and Chicopin townships of Duplin County. Moses Cooper, born around 1840 and married Martha Mook, and their 4 children were in the Kenonsville township of Duplin County. James Needham Dobson was born around 1840 and married Clara Middleton, and their 13 children who lived in the Dobson community right outside of the Kenonsville township. James Stephen Stokes was born around 1858 and married Marindy Moore, and their 9 children lived around the Magnolia township of Duplin County. Just to name a few of the families. There are numerous African American families that have been researched and documented in the Duplin County The African American Experience written documentary. The religious life of Duplin County African American residents could go as far back as slavery times. Slaves weren't allowed to worship as others, therefore singing of the old Negro spirituals while working in the fields and other chores around the plantation brought comfort and joy to them. After the war, churches and denominations were springing up like water within the Duplin County African American communities. Some of the early churches were First Baptist Church Magnolia, founded in 1867. Salem Chapel Free Will Baptist Church in Pink Hill, founded in 1868 by Rev. Solomon Ellis, Bill Smith, Bill Miller, Alf Outlaw, Eunice Smith, and Ward Smith. Hallsville Missionary Baptist Church, founded in 1867, and the first pastor was William H. Fennell. First Baptist Teachee, founded in 1896, also known as Alderman's Chapel. These churches and others have a long history of endurance, and they still stand today as a guiding light in the community in which we now call Duplin County, North Carolina.
Julius Rosenwald, a native of Springfield, Illinois, born around 1862. He became the president of Sears, Roebuck and Company around 1909. He was very supportive of several causes, but the education of African Americans in the South was at the top of his list. He met Booker T. Washington of the Tuskegee Institute and the author of Up From Slavery, who helped spark a big interest in charitable works for African Americans in the South. He established the Julius Rosenwald Fund, a matching grant fund for African American schools in the South to help educate the African American community. North Carolina had constructed around 813 Rosenwald buildings, more than any other state in the South. The importance of education in North Carolina was a top priority of African Americans in this state.